Hello folks, so today I'm going to show you how to see the great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn that is supposed to happen on December 21st, 2020. And it's not terribly complicated. You don't need binoculars or a telescope. You can see these planets with your naked eye even now after sunset, and leading up to the 21st they will be getting closer and closer to each other. But I'm a telescope guy though, so I want to know exactly where it's going to be and where I need to point. So let's get started. My stomach is growling. Okay, so I moved my face up to the upper left because I want you to see what I'm doing in the software. And the software I'm using is Stellarium. It's a free download you can get off the internet. And this is going to help me pinpoint where Jupiter and Saturn are going to be in the sky. And the first thing I'm going to do with this, once you install it, you just put in your location and you're good to go. And this will come up and it says S here, and I'm facing south right now, and these are the stars in the sky. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this button here and turn off the atmosphere. That will help me see more objects in the sky. And next I want to turn on this grid to see, let me know how many degrees the planets are going to be. And the next thing I'm going to do is go to the side here and bring up the clock. And right now it's 8 p.m. and I want to bring this down to about 5:30 p.m. because that's when the sun sets. So let's bring this down to 1700 and bring this down to 1730. That'll be 5:30 p.m. So today here is Jupiter and Saturn, and right now they are about 20 degrees high and going towards the southwest. So that's easy viewing right now, but as we get closer to the 21st, as they get closer together, they're going to be much lower in the sky. So let me boost this up to the 21st, and now we're down to the 15 degree mark. But if we zoom in on Jupiter, and I'm using the wheel on my mouse to zoom in, they're going to be 0.1 degrees within each other. Of course, they're still millions of miles apart, but they should easily fit if you're viewing it with binoculars or a telescope, and you can see Jupiter with its moons, and there's Saturn. And I already checked. I've been going outside to follow their path, and I'm going to have a view, I know, from this point. I'm good all the way down to about, let's see, I'm zooming out here again. I'm good down to about the 10 degree mark before I hit some trees. So let's see how long I have. I'm going to boost the minutes up here. So I think I'm going to have about 45 minutes of really good viewing. Not good viewing. I'm going to be going through some power lines and telephone lines, but I should still see the planets easily. So that's my view. Now I want to know, will these two planets fit within the field of view for the telescope and camera I'm using? And now there's a website I can use to check that. So let's go to that website. Okay, so I'm on this website called Astronomy Tools, and I want to go into the FOV calculator. And there's visual mode, if you're just going to use a telescope and an eyepiece, or there's imaging mode, which I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to click on this, and I want to see my field of view. So I'm planning to use my Celestron Nexstar 8SC. That's what I've been using for planetary all year. So I'm going to pick the Celestron. Let's see, do they have 8SC here, or should I just choose C8? I think I'll choose C8 SCT. Okay, yeah, and it put in the correct focal length of 2032, the aperture 203. Okay, and the camera I'm going to use, this is where I'm hurting. The camera I have is the ASI 224MC. And let's see, when I put that in, I'm not going to use a Barlow, binning 1. Let's see, add to view. Oh, do I have to pick an object? I'll pick anything. Okay, so here's where it says the field of view. 0.14 degrees by 0.1 degrees. and the planets are going to be 0.1 degree apart. So I am literally right on the edge. I don't think that's going to work for me. I don't like being right on the edge. So I do have a reducer for this scope, which will bring me down to around 1260 for the focal length. I think it's a 0.63 reducer, something like that. And now my field of view is 0.22 by 0.17. See, my camera has a really small sensor. It's not great, but I think this is what I'm going to be stuck with. I ordered an ASI 553 camera, but I don't think it's going to arrive in time. It's on back order. If I use that camera and I go back to my original focal length, let's see. That looks ideal, 0.32 by 0.32. You see that because it has a square sensor, so that's the same. Oh, I wish this camera would arrive on time. So that's how you can figure out your field of view. So I'll be all right if I use a reducer, but I really hope another camera comes in time. I have my ASI 1600, but it's not a color camera. So, and let me show you one more thing, by the way. For those who already subscribe and know I'm an astrophotographer, this is the latest project I'm working on. It's the Fishhead Nebula. I have a long way to go in my processing. I think this is about 30 hours of data right here. I've combined it all. But I have a long way to go before I get to the actual vibrant colors. It might take me a while. The California Nebula was really easy. But this one, it's going to take me a while to figure this one out. Well, that's all I got, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.